So, students and job aspirants, I would like to introduce you to NEED, the National Employability Enhancement Drive. This is actually an initiative by resource persons and honorary counselors of the Government of India to give authoritative classes on GST so as to produce the first wave or first generation of GST practitioners with advanced knowledge on GST, as well as create abundant job opportunities for commerce graduates, postgraduates, chartered accountants, company secretaries, and the cost and management accountants in the field of GST. See, today, most of the accountants working in GST as well as GST practitioners perform with half-baked knowledge. Their knowledge is highly incomplete. NEED tries to bridge that gap. Back to you, please. So, as you may be aware by now, the goods and services tax is probably the world's most widely accepted taxation for products and services. It is probably one of the best ways of taxation in the indirect taxes segment. Now, though the Government of India introduced GST, its benefits has not boiled down to the consumer. Actually, GST was introduced to avoid double taxation, tax on tax, repetitive tax on value, tax cascading, tax pyramids, etc. But then its real benefits have not worked down to the ordinary consumer. So much so, the prices have not come down. In fact, price of every single commodity should have come down with the introduction of the new GST. So in these classes, we would educate you thoroughly what exactly are the intended benefits of GST and why exactly it has not worked out. So this training is actually to create the first wave of GST practitioners who have fully understood the concept and practice of GST so that we can make sure that its benefits boil down to the manufacturers, to the intermediaries, and to the end consumer, as well as to the governments, state and central government. So these sessions are entirely different from sessions offered by private organizations. These are absolutely authoritative and authentic. Slides, please. Even the full form of GST is actually mispronounced by most of the practitioners. GST is not goods and service tax. GST is goods and services tax. And the objective of GST, fairly and squarely, is to avoid repetitive taxation, tax on tax, repetitive tax on value, tax cascades and tax pyramids, as I have already mentioned. Now, the Government of India has fixed various tax slabs like 5, 12, 18, 28. So one should start studying GST by understanding why are these slabs 5, 12, 18 and 28. We should also appreciate which all products come under each category. This is possible if you simply mug up the Act as well as the addendum to the Act. But then the big question is why? Each product belongs to each tax slab. For example, unbranded, unpacked daily commodities belong to the 5% slab. Why is it so? Branded, packaged daily commodities belong to 12% slab. Why is it so? Consumer durables, most of them, belong to 18% slab. Why is it so? So you would appreciate GST only when you understand the whys, not just the whats. Why? Why is GST having this structure? Next slide, please. And we would like to create a number of GST practitioners who would actually be the most promising professionals for the future, because Practically every field today, including chartered accountancy, cost accountancy, company secretaryship, lawyers, doctors, they're all overcrowded, MBAs. But then GST practitioners are very few, very rare. And it offers immense potential for practice and a quick startup of practice. And that's why this training program, to create professionals who take off from day one. Next slide, please. So GST would offer you a career with a quick growth. That's what this figure represents. You know, there is a slope, a ramp with a deep gradient, and then a plateau. That is, what it indicates is you grow quickly, you establish practice, you stabilize, and then you earn a lot of money. That is what the rupee symbol means at the end. Next slide, please. For all your queries, you may contact Dr. K. Shajahan on the email ID advgovt@gmail.com or on the mobile number 98471 08372. Hold the slide for a minute and then that's it. That's it. Thank you very much.